racers.
Boom, boom.
Top 8 racer Neetsel versus close to top 8 racer Exuno Ghost.
Yeah, has a positive win rate, right? Over 50%. Has a ton of experience as a racer, but also as a tester. Like, you can double the number of... Not even double. It's like you test like 100 times more games than you play when you test compared to when you play.
ID has told me that he's like all casual when he tests games. Like, oh, I'm not gonna go super fast.
Yeah, it's probably different. I mean, he would know. I haven't played, so I don't know what happens. I don't throw, certainly. But maybe a part of you is unlocked when you race. But you see things and you learn things when you play a lot of games. Will that experience be enough for Exuno to overcome the gap in perhaps in skill, but certainly just like number-wise in terms of win rate, there is a gap. We have Lemmings versus in OC. I think this is on the right.
Yeah. Lemmings. It always seems like a game I want to play, and then when I'm playing it, I'm like, man, this game is a chore. Taking care of these stupid green guys and trying to click them all and giving them the umbrella, and I miss one, and then he splats to the ground. Right.
Every single level starts with you making 2 blockers keep everyone but a single lemming in while the one lemming goes.
Yeah, one lemming
the
builds the bridge and digs the tunnel, and then you explode one of the blockers. It's a necessary sacrifice.
It's like 75% of all Lemmings levels. The very hardest Lemmings levels are interesting. And the music. Iconic.
Sure. I can never tell if this is the sequel or the first game. I assume this is the sequel.
What we're listening to now?
Yeah.
The sequel to Echo, The Tides of Time?
Echo, The Tides of Time?
Tides of Time might be the sequel.
It is the sequel. Extreme Road Trip 2. Oh yeah.
Exuno's vast experience with not just like video games, but like specifically games in Mystery Tournament has really presented a problem as we're flashing back so many past Mystery Tournament submissions, and none of them are getting past Exuno. So today we are in for a series of matches. We got 4 all in a row. Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom, boom.
That's right. There's a 4th. We need a 4th sound effect. So we're starting off with the bing.
Neetsel versus Exuno.
We haven't looked at what they've played to get this far.
Sure, we can. Oh, it was also a bing, bang, boom,
so
pow.
ambivalent today.
I don't know, you were talking about the upcoming matches, and then suddenly we're talking about this. Usually I'm the one
about anything.
Usually I'm the one bouncing between topics like a stumbling child falling over everything in the living room.
What is there to say other than, hey, look, don't go, get a sandwich or whatever, be ready. Be ready for a lot of matches. It's going to be a good time. But for now, we take a look at this one. Neetsel was able to interpret my gigantic paste bin correctly and come up with a win against Omega Number in Kyato Ninden Teonde. And then Amazing Penguin.
Amazing.
It was kicks, sort of. You would traverse lines and pick up dots, avoid enemies, and sometimes draw a picture.
Is that the one that I was trying to describe, where you're like boxing in the enemies that move diagonally?
Maybe.
Kicks.
That's kicks, yeah.
Yeah. It was not a lot like kicks, it turned out, because your paths are very predetermined. It's not so much about risk versus reward. It's more about just keeping an eye on which lines are free.
Yeah, and the kicks is about like this part is safe, but then once you venture out into the grid, now you are at risk, whereas you were always at risk in Amazing Penguin. Nowhere is safe. But then Neetsel lost to Mystery Tournament 16 champion Adam Numbers, aka Ferris V5, in I think a game we had maybe in top 8, where you jump and leave a slime trail.
Oh yeah, I played that in 13, MT13.
Yeah, and then the trail solidifies, so you can then land on it and jump on it. You stick to everything.
I was on vacation when that happened, and I saw it, and I looked up my time, and luckily I had it.
It was safe. I remember. Yeah. You did perform better than both Adam and Neetsel, so well done to Maurice, who
from 2018.
was not a part of this interaction whatsoever.
I just like inserting myself.
Who doesn't? Exuno had defeated Arius in Grid Blocked, which we've talked about before, only to say, that sounds like Rush Hour, and then move on.
It sounds like Rush Hour.
I don't have anything else to add.
I think it was the Rush Hour, the one with the portals.
Nope, I don't.
Well, it was Rush Hour, but with portals.
Cool.
And then the portals were on the cars. That was kind of interesting, and that was it.
Whoa.
That was the extent of the interestingness.
The prediction is up before the match starts.
Oh, that's
for
good.
A match whose outcome is uncertain.
We're learning.
What a novel idea.
Let me get in here.
Exuno went on to lose to Mystery Tournament 14 champion Maurice. It was a convincing performance in a game. I'm sure you know about it.
Boomer, a game about... I described it to you, and then you were like, oh, it's kind of like Alter Ego, and it really is.
Oh, yeah.
So think of the homebrew Sega game, I think, or maybe NES. Alter Ego.
Yeah.
It was a lot like that.
I love the idea of being like, oh, you want to know what this game is? Let me describe it by referencing a obscure homebrew game. You know that one. It's like that.
We've seen it twice before, Alter Ego.
Yeah,
so,
but I mean,
like, there's a chance.
It's just a wake-up call that, like, oh, our community is like this. Like, this is who we are.
Well,
that Alter Ego is one of our touchstones.
But yeah, you're right. But also, I mean, it was a platformer, and then there was a line in the middle, and you could mirror yourself across the line. So like a copy of the level down there. And then you had to like dodge obstacles that actually only got your mirror image, stuff like that.
Cool. Then Exuno defeated Palladian in Moto Racer. It's a racing game.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm interested in racing games. I enjoy racing games. Oh, this looks awesome.
Mix it up. Yeah. Better than that one we played the other day. Someone said 20 FPS? Good enough.
Yeah.
And then Exuno and Cyrohydra toughed it out in a game that they did not care too much for. It was cool. It was just like there was like a couple little bugbears with the way it controlled that were like relentless. Like you could not get away from the fact that it was not quite controlling the way that you wanted it to. So it's hard to look away from that sort of problem with a game. But Exuno was the winner. Was able to steer the bat, figure out some stamina mechanics, and some speed preservation.
Yeah,
And
just
now they're here.
managed to tough through the last 2 or 3 levels, which was like half the goal.
They were pretty hard. I think if we were to go back and look at the time, it wouldn't be quite so dramatic. But it certainly felt that way.
Alright, chat, let's get the prediction. Just bet on anyone. The points do nothing. They're only they're like casino chips that you have like in a box when you want to play poker with your friends, and then after you're done, they're worthless again. This is those points. Right now they matter. Put in your points, otherwise they will be worthless without having any use.
They've drawn a game that I've played before.
The clearances.
Here's the thing, though. I played this game not for mystery tournament purposes, not for organizing a speedrun event purposes. I just played it. This is one of these extremely rare cases where I've just happened to have played the game because I wanted to play a fun game.
Was it fun?
It is. I don't play unfun games. That's not a thing I'm into.
I thought you play a lot of RPGs. Got him. I want to have a look at this game that you've seen.
Fulfilling experiences of my life. Will this match be as fulfilling as the multiple RPGs I've played in my formative years? Probably not. But it's cool. It's cool as hell.
Look at this layout. It's a rare non-arcade, non-DS vertical game that we see.
So this, I think, was a top 8 game one year.
Yeah, and then it came back as a regular game, and here we are again as a regular.
And I think it was like, I think I bought it for like $1, but maybe it's free actually. I don't know. Here we go. You hit the buttons and you dash.
Yep, and it's all you do. You can like jump a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe space goes up. Right, it said like space to go up, but maybe it... I don't know.
You can bounce. You can not dash and let yourself kind of come off a wall a little bit, but that's about it.
Neetsel was trying to ice puzzle solve this, but you do have to fall for the finish.
It allowed Exuno to catch up. Now, Maurice, we've talked about before the kind of game that a top 8 player does well in. And this seems like that kind of game to me.
Yeah, a game where you can go fast and where like the only thing stopping you is going like too fast and like too fast for you to react. But if you can react, like a good top 8 player, yeah, you can go.
Both players are able to keep up with a more or less optimal sort of speed.
Oh, the bounce. Oh, the bounce.
The bounce is, many times there will be places where they're glad that they get a little bounce. It'll let them get some height that they need. That was certainly not one of those cases. It's difficult, right? Because you want to be like dash, 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 dash. You can go so fast, but sometimes it's better to just let gravity do its thing, get away from a wall a little bit or whatever. Really awesome sync between the two players. That's 1-1.
Oh, Exuno beats the menu boss faster. Excellent.
This game does get hard. Not excruciatingly hard. I saw death from Neetsel.
What I remember is that there's a boss which is kind of unclear how you hit it, or something like that. Or maybe it's like hard. I remember a boss being a problem.
Yeah.
Like a giant squid thing, maybe?
There's a crocodile, there's an octopus. I forget what's going to be in this goal. Exuno cut that one close. And a couple of deaths from Exuno, from Neetsel, means Exuno has a lead of, like, you know, an actual stage here, not just half of a very short stage.
Half a menu.
Yeah. I like the stalling into the ceiling. Really smart stuff. So yeah, okay, here's your jump button.
Yeah, you do have a jump. But it's
You gotta
very
use
tiny.
it to cross this gap at the bottom.
Yeah, you can't fly back up. There's spikes on the ceiling.
Awesome. Neetsel's caught up. Ooh, this jump is quite meager. Let's see if Neetsel gets it. Nope.
Jump too early. It was like, gotta do something. You can save it with a right jump, like here. Exuno could have, like a dash. I mean.
Yeah,
dash
you
to
get
the
to
right.
try again. Oh, Neetsel's across. And the lead change.
I like that. Looking at the screen a little first, just to be sure that there's not a spike anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of spikes, Exuno hits it. Gotta do this jump again. Oh, that saw does keep going. Yeah, you gotta be able to sort of read things at a glance. Like when Exuno gets up here into this next section, right? You're gonna have these 4 layers. It's gonna be like I missed here, 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 right? All spikes. That's the one that you need, and you need to see that and know you gotta go left, land on it. It's your only way out.
Yep.
Okay, so here's Exuno in the same level now. Neetsel's died, and Exuno's done.
Wow! I was like, oh, Exuno is kind of falling behind on that level. Nope. First try.
And I would have said this is the kind of game where one person is going to do better, and they're going to gain a lead, and they're just going to build on it for the whole race. Like it's, I really would not have anticipated back and forth. Looking good from Exuno. One stage ahead.
Yeah, slight lead here.
Oh. Exenal. That's what I just did.
This is an auto-scroller.
I just combined the names. Neetsel getting a little bit too twitchy. This is sometimes a Twitch sort of game, and sometimes very much not, and you gotta know when it's gonna be each one.
Well, Exuno has the Twitch now. This Super Meat Boy boss is chasing him.
It's going good.
It's there,
That's the
trust
key.
me.
It's being really cautious here. It's still coming.
Oh, I like the
love
right
stall.
dash. Yeah. Another one, love it. I think that's the difference. Oh, another one. Beautiful.
So good! I do not think Neetsel's gonna first try this. I think Neetsel's gonna try to go fast, and is not quite gonna get there on at least one of these. Like,
yeah,
there was a
like
lot of tricky stuff.
that one. Right there.
Yeah, yep.
Try to time the left dash. A bit too late.
Yeah, Exuno is perfectly straddling the line between speed and safety. It just is winning all of the sort of possible exchanges here.
This is now Metroid Dread, where you have those platforms you can stick to, and they move around a bit.
Neetsel fell a little bit too low, was pretty late onto the stage. Nice bounces from Exuno, another stage clear.
Exuno recognizing you can dash left there to speed it up a bit. Caught the cycle on the lower platform one earlier than if you had waited at the top.
Purple, I think, is some kind of like extra level.
Yeah, it's like a coin. Except we also have coins, but we don't need it.
Exuno at the end of the stage, the gap was one of the jumping. You know, having the conveyor jump you over a gap or whatever. You do not get a lot of speed. They're all really tight. Is that? Here comes Neetsel. Could be good. Ah, a stall. That's gonna be it. Exuno finds the very corner of the thing. Oh, that was awkward. Okay, is able to get out of it. Oh, that was so well timed to the platform, but the dash didn't come out at the bottom. We got some pretty awesome music in this second world. The second of 3, by the way.
Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be a...
The spikes, I think, would have killed Exuno. Oh, tell me this one's high enough. Okay, it is.
Would have been close. I'm not sure if it would have killed him. Oh,
I bet
collecting these keys turns the conveyor belts around. It's never a puzzle. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Like you just collect the keys that are obvious.
You're not gonna get stuck. Not because you don't know what to do. Except for maybe this boss, like we talked about.
Yeah, the octopus. It's in the title. Look on the left, on the thumbnail. It's right there.
There it is. Ah, there were no walls to stall on that time. Exuno just had to hit the dash at the bottom.
And that's a long level.
Sure is. Here's the jumps now from Neetsel. That's 1 and 2. Nope. Again, same mistake Exuno made. Exuno hits the dash at the bottom. That's a level clear. The jump now again from Neetsel. That one's plenty good. Could just dash to the exit and was doing the conveyor belt jumps.
Exuno gets got by the bounce again. At the bottom here. Down, dash down. Yeah, didn't wait for that bounce.
Why are those coins there?
Yeah, the only way
That's
to get
mean.
them is to go backwards.
Oh. Oh, the exit is right there. Oh, so you have to reverse the conveyor. Okay. the Neetsel got shanked, it said, when he died.
But shanked?
Gloom. Alright, probably a clear here for Exuno. There it is.
We're gonna beat World 3. And I think I'm guessing we've beat World 1 with the auto-scroller boss.
Yeah, we got new music. And the graphics, like, it's not like this world's blue. Like, that doesn't really happen in this game.
Like the song.
Song's good. Ah, Exuno needed to stall left instead of up.
By the way, if you like this
clear for
game, you can also get this for Switch. I know it's on there.
Ooh. This would work well on there.
I don't think you can rotate it, which is funny enough. Like Downwell, for example, has a Tate feature.
Alright, these buzzsaws are very big. Exuno's through. This would be a really big win for Exuno.
I think you can dash left repeatedly here to gain height.
Yes.
That's what it is trying to tell you. Exuno did not learn it, but maybe doesn't need it. Always risky.
Pretty sure you're gonna need it.
It's always risky when you don't learn something in the tutorial. Oh yeah, you need it here.
You're less likely to... Okay, there it is.
Yeah, that's like the safe environment, right?
Do not dash up, though.
Like not learning what's... Like in Super Metroid or whatever, where you get an item and the only way out of the room is by using the item. If you just somehow miss whatever they're trying to teach you, that's a problem.
So how do keys work? Do they open like the next thing that you touch, or are they always set to open?
It's like Super Meat Boy. It just open like it's fixed.
Because there's been a couple levels with like an extra key sometimes and an extra door, and I think it's just like side objectives.
Yeah, it's for the purple stuff usually.
You cannot go up. Here are these buzzsaws. Neetsel's through. Oh, nice. Landing and then jumping. But it was this part that gave Exuno the trouble. Oh! Same problem. Didn't want to go for it, right? It's hard to react to. And then you didn't stall left. You tried to go back up, and the buzzsaw is taking all of that space for itself.
You can tell it's the water world because of the music.
Well, the bounce off the wall at the bottom goes too far. You need to interrupt it with a dash upwards. Same with this one.
Yeah.
Oh, Exuno barely saving.
Oh, and that
but,
one.
Oh, but you knew Exuno. You'd seen it before.
You fool!
Neetsel is catching up.
Seems like it, yeah.
Oh, is this water gonna pop?
Exuno,
you
just
out
go
far
up.
enough? Oh, just go up.
Gonna wait, go on.
Here we go.
Oh,
Okay,
what happens if the
Neetsel's
time runs
like
out?
3 stages back or something.
This one's
I
tough.
don't remember.
These spike hitboxes are bigger than you think.
Okay. Oh, that buzzsaw. You can see the path it's gonna take.
Oh man, it's Battletoads.
Yeah. I forget what that level's called. Down the tubes or something, I don't know. Neetsel clears that level. I think it's 2 levels behind. So, you had the opportunity to see the top of this level,
Oh,
but I didn't. Looks like
yeah,
we have
me neither.
a chance.
I like to think that sometimes in commentary I'm like not very attentive, and I like to think it's just because I'm not playing. I would be paying more attention if I was playing.
There's also 2 people you have to watch. And yeah, you have to be thinking about what you're gonna say. You have to be real, like listening to what I am saying.
What? Funny.
What's kind of cruel about this world is the way it keeps mixing water and non-water sections. Oh my god, Exuno.
That was
That's
cool.
gonna work. Like, the physics underwater are very different. The timing is very different. There's a lot of like hit the wall and then this long afterwards go, right?
Yeah.
And that this long after is completely different inside and outside of water.
Oh, here's a hint for the boss we're about to see. Which animal, which Pokemon is this?
Octillery.
I don't know any Pokemon. Doesn't Misty have like a weird shell thing? Tentacruel?
Shit. That's the thing, yeah. You got it. This goal is almost over.
I think in German it's called a Tortuga. It's weird, because that's a city.
It's like a pirate reference, I think. Nice from Neetsel, stalling in the middle and then going all the way down. But Exuno has cleared 2-2.
The shell. I didn't even be. I was talking about the other one. The one with the shell.
Shelder.
Oh no. Misty has it.
She has a lot of Pokemon, and there's different incarnations of Misty, you know? Like, there's the boss. It's got spikes on its head.
Yeah, never attack a guy with spikes on its head.
Do not approach directly. Neetsel is coming. We've known that this boss, but right when we started out, man, the boss. Remember the boss?
Yeah, I
Here it
remember the
is.
boss for some reason, and it's like... Oh! Exuno saw that the spikes disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
don't
you're
stick
just gonna
there.
die to the...
Gotta be careful how high you are on the sticky things.
Guess so.
Ah, the boss is vulnerable.
Bam. Neetsel is just now getting to the boss. Oh, so you definitely want to hang it on the left until it's time to go.
Nice dodge.
Second hit. How many hits? 3rd time's the charm?
I'm betting on 3.
Oh, he hits the wall to knock you off.
Oh, you gotta put the spike now onto him. Oh no! What? How did we die? Oh, there's a spike there?
There's a little spike there.
Disappeared when Exuno ran into it. Neetsel is here too.
The octopus has been hit. Oh wow, if you're too slow, it like turns to tentacles and gets its spikes back. And Neetsel finds out it has an attack. Wow.
Exuno wasn't paying attention to the spike on the ceiling.
There's a lot to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Oh, you cannot be too high on the platform.
Oh, the timing for Neetsel, just
Neetsel.
rude. But that's exactly when the boss decides to throw the mine.
Have we seen 3 hits? Or just 2?
Just 2. They've
Do
never
you
hit the
think
boss.
it's 3?
I think it's 3. But just out of
1 for Exuno.
it's what
1 for
the
Neetsel.
it's what the manual about game development tells you to make it.
Oh,
Oh, Exuno got zoned out. Neetsel
Yeah.
runs straight into the mine.
you can end up in a situation where you're on the conveyor belt, and the buzzsaw is above, and a mine is here, and the boss is there, and you just have nowhere to go.
You really want to be between those platforms here. Like basically, this area is your safe haven. And if you're low enough
Yeah.
on the platform, you can just stay there forever. Like,
Not the
where's
right one. The spike can come up and get you on that one.
the spike can. Oh, you're right. Forgot about those. Oh my god, that was close. Neetsel.
Ooh, Exuno stalling right where the key was going to appear. Liked it, but got another spike
Right.
along the conveyor belt, which I did not realize was a thing.
Oh, Neetsel is about to get the 3rd hit. Never mind.
No, too slow.
Oh my god, that you don't have any time. Oh, but it didn't change the conveyor belt again this time. It still bumped the wall, but it didn't happen the 2nd time.
Exuno hits a mine.
We're so synced.
Oh, wow.
Looks like
Anybody's
I accidentally
race.
loaded the same screen twice.
Hard to see anything wrong with hanging out in the top left.
You do need to get to the boss quick enough, apparently. But it seems like you've got time.
Exuno wanted the key. Uh-oh, the mine.
Oh
Yep.
no!
Both players dead.
You can wait until the mine is just chillin'.
Yep.
So Neetsel do that.
It seems like a good play.
You know, sometimes in commentary we make like a prediction. Oh, I remember this game because there was this one level. I feel vindicated. This boss is a sticking point, just like we predicted.
Yeah. Exuno got the key very quickly. Here's the 2nd hit. I think that's Neetsel's 1st hit. Yeah, here's the key. Stalls for the mine. Gets the key.
This looks really good. Exuno's 3rd hit here.
Exuno!
Boom!
The boss is dead!
It's not the goal though. We still have a world to go, but like this is a big advantage potentially, depending on how longer Neetsel takes for this. Was it? I thought it was the 3rd.
Third boss is not easy either.
Yeah, that's the crocodile, I think.
Yeah.
We're going through all the water-based animals.
Couple of quick levels.
So Neetsel has like maybe 1 or 2 more attempts here until he loses time instead of catching up on the boss.
Yeah.
Ooh, taking it way more slow. Good work out though. Can you just dash right into the boss?
I bet you can, now that I think about it. No, that can't be.
There's like a spike suspiciously on the forehead that also disappears.
It definitely makes your approach at the end easier.
Way easier.
Oh, Exuno's skipping this platform. We're seeing that caution, that stalling from Exuno. It's working out well.
Neetsel is just playing it risky there instead of like waiting on the platform, for example, which you can just drop off of. Was mashing into the ceiling, the saw was coming from the right, so I had to go, but then the mine was there in perfect position to catch him.
Yeah. Some jumps from Exuno.
Oh, too eager.
Dashed right to... Yeah, there's spikes at the top. Kind of hidden by the timer, kind of cruel.
Yeah.
I wasn't really aware that that would be a problem. You know that key's going to appear. And you know shortly afterwards the mine is going to get lobbed into the air. So Exuno realized you have a chance to grab that key before the mine's a problem.
Yeah, and just get out of there to the top.
Yeah.
And this level's long. Oh, Exuno miss input. Up instead of down.
That or they wanted to stall or something to think about what was going on.
They sure stalled. It's like a 30, 40, 50 second stall here. Neetsel is losing time, I think, at this point, on the bus.
Whoa, just barely getting away from the buzzsaw, but there was nowhere to land at the bottom. Tried the time a late dash back up. I think had the opportunity to go left.
They're retimed. No.
Maurice is just curious, you know, on this particular split, this boss fight, which of the players has done
because
better?
Neetsel, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 attempts later than Exuno. Maybe more.
Nice jumps from Exuno. There's more spikes at the top. Nice. Okay. This is a long level.
Neetsel's again waiting for the mine.
Clear for Exuno.
Oh, Neetsel, like, gets it really late,
Yeah.
but it worked. Plays the boss.
Recognized that they had to go, and bing bang boom.
I wonder if you can...
Exuno dodging the missiles. Very fun level.
No, that was a Super Meat Boy level.
Yeah. Oh, surprise. There's a screen up here.
You could go on the
You're
other
locked in.
side instead. This side seems fine. Well... You can switch sides. Like, if you like the rockets so much more, you can go left here and then to the right where the face is.
Yeah.
And honestly, I like the rockets way more. Difficulty-wise. Oh, there's spikes. Nicely done.
Neetsel is going to be riding this platform.
Whoa! That was a jank moment. We're getting pushed by the wall a little bit. Which is good, because I was worried about that.
Yeah, like the platform is sticky, right? So like what's going to win out? The stickiness or the solid object? Exuno recognizing that breaking the wall was also going to move you up a little bit, so that's a level clear. Very clutch. It's almost like a golfer taking a few practice swings sometimes with Exuno. Just like dash, dash, dash into the wall over and over to be like, yeah, it's about here, it's about here, it's about here. Okay, go. Couple of early upwards dashes hitting that same spike. It never feels good to make the same mistake twice, especially like in a row. Neetsel's got the timing down on these jumps. Wow, with those spikes. Exuno cut that one close. Ooh, but the right dash didn't come out. Neetsel stalling on the second screen, realizes it's pretty much everything that was going on the first. It's jumping nice and late, the way that you need to. And then here's this finish. We saw Exuno die here at least twice, I think.
Oh, the last one.
So costly.
Brutal.
It's getting just overall more precise. Look how few walls you have to work with here. They basically gave you the minimum number of walls to get through this level Exuno is on.
Yeah.
The one small mercy they gave you is like, this is clear, this is clear. That's about it. I think everything else you absolutely need to get through here.
I guess the one on the left of the last one you drew and to the other side of that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we're gonna see the second screen again. The stalling. The hesitation to get off the wall far enough from the spikes. More hesitation.
Oh, you got it. Oh, I was wondering if you have to dash down there. Or if you risk. That's only really underwater.
Right spikes.
Yeah, but,
yeah.
But that's really only underwater.
I don't know what was going on with that 3-1 ending. Exuno's done with it, and Neetsel is onto the final screen of this really tricky level once again. That's it. We got portals. The portals was when I was no longer able to, like, sight read the level at all. It was just guaranteed I was going to die at least a couple of times every time something new happened.
I'm a fan of sight reading. Oh, not allowed to dash right.
Right, yeah, see,
Yeah,
I would just die.
Oh, I'm surprised that wasn't a death.
You can dash up out of the blue. Neetsel dashing around, caught in the corner.
Yeah.
This is a thing my doom brain tells you, that you have to keep moving. You do not ever want to double back on the path you've just taken. Or everything that was shooting at where you were is now also shooting at where you will be.
I think our chat was right about this level. There's this gap on the left here for Neetsel, but you can't actually cross it because you need like a place to get there.
Yeah,
but
if it was underwater, you could use the side wall. But
there is still a slight difference because there's these spikes at the end here. So if you do the rockets first, you're gonna have the toughest part with the saws.
Yeah, I think Exuno's decision to... Also, the saws come first, right? Like, you get to try the hard part sooner.
Yeah.
Exuno clutched out a level and is getting a look at a new one with some tricky rocket timings. You do not get a chance to hesitate for very long here. Wow.
Trying the hard part early was a thing that we did in Tori 3D. In FunFest 1, there was the Tori 3D Speed 1 leaderboards, and I basically just sorted them by difficulty, and I did the hardest one first.
Very common speedrunner thing. Oh, Neetsel has unlocked like a shortcut.
No,
here.
You can't get out of that. Oh, wasn't ready for that.
Nice from Exuno, not getting led astray by the background cues. Were showing the portal connections, which is good, but it was kind of like, hey, dash down into this portal. And that's not what you want to do.
I'm a big fan of these stalls.
Really good first try on that screen from Exuno. Ah, surprise!
Rude.
It was there the whole time on the first screen. Were you looking?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Oh yeah, actually, so maybe that's okay. That's not so rude then.
You do have some time too while you're waiting on the platforms to look at it. hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, of course, it goes all the way across. So here's Neetsel on this tricky level. Exuno was here for a while. Ooh, almost first tried it. If I had to give Neetsel an edge, they're a little more precise with the dashes. Exuno, I think, is making better decisions with how to stall and get through. The sort of like the game is difficult. Oh, what? Exuno's
Oh, you
locked
don't
out?
want the key? Or it just
no.
locks you up there once you're up there, like as a safety, I guess. So you have a floor. Because I don't think they appear immediately.
Let's see.
Yeah, so you have a
Yeah.
floor, but that's so stupid. That you lock yourself out if you're like a little silly about it. Alright, one perfect dash.
Oh,
That is not.
that's not easy, and I don't see a way to like try to dodge the first one and then the second one, and now I shall proceed. I mean,
The best
maybe you
opportunity
can tap
would
the
be
side dash.
best
once.
opportunity would be after the third one. Like now.
Got in between the first and second. And Neetsel is indeed struggling with this screen.
Yeah, and we're nearing the end of the goal.
Okay, second screen. Could be a really big clear for Neetsel. That's it. Nice.
I like this level. Just keep going.
Do not stop. Do not dash down. Fall down. Yes. No.
Too fast. There is like acceleration all the way, which can be very disorienting. If you hit like a max fall speed pretty fast, I think that would help a lot with timing these things.
Yeah. There's some stalling we're seeing now.
Oh, hello.
Neetsel was like, what am I going to do? It's going to shoot me. Baited it out. Then went back up and fell into the goal. That's 3-1 clear for Neetsel, which means Exuno is, some way along 3-2. And then I got to assume it's that crocodile boss afterwards.
Yeah. The boss is always on 3. So this is the last set of regular levels we're gonna see.
Second screen. You can dash up. Do not dash down.
Good stalling.
Ooh, oh,
Oh! Didn't need to stall there.
sweet. Really clutch. Clear. Up 3-2.
Yep. Onto the bus.
This boss is hard.
Wah.
It's long, and it's like, it tests your reactions.
I think this boss reminded me of Super Mario Land 2. The mouse.
I don't remember.
There's a mouse that like comes out of pipes and you gotta dodge and jump on it.
Kind of like a windy Super Mario World. Oh, it's the projectiles. It's the bouncing balls that become hard to manage.
Yeah.
Because you have to transfer from the top to the bottom,
Oh,
or
no.
the bottom to the top. Okay, it cannot hit it while it's breathing fire, I guess. You need to just like your eyes are up here, and you're like, okay, I need to get down to the bottom, and you go in the portal, and you don't know what's going on with the bouncing ball, like
Yeah. There's gonna be a bouncing ball up there too.
Yeah, both ways.
Would you switch? I feel like switching is barely even worth it. Wow, that was so close, and I feel like you can't go much faster than Exuno went up there. I think you just wait if the guy doesn't spawn in your side. Oh, you can
Whoa.
bash him in the face.
Bop him on the snoot.
Okay, in that case, maybe. But this is a weird angle.
What?
Whoa.
Oh,
We
oh
hit the
no!
bus.
Exuno was not ready for that. That's a stage clear for Neetsel.
But that was a weird angle for the ball. So that's RNG, which angle it has. Previously it had a 45 degrees and that was like 20.
Yeah, it would be a big deal if there was a pattern to this boss. You could just...
I would definitely ignore the boss
Memorize
up
it.
there if the projectile is only there.
Yeah.
Like, you can come down here.
Oh, there it is. Got the hit, but the ball. How long? This is the final boss of the goal Exuno is fighting. Neetsel has a kind of a number of stages left before they get a chance to start fighting the boss. Will Neetsel see the top half of this level?
Oh,
Exuno
that was
recognizing,
wrong.
that the boss was going to go across. Realizing that you can get him in the face has been a really big deal.
Yeah, straight on the face. Oop the snoot. Oh.
Well, I would have died. I would have gone for the neck punch, and I would have been defeated. Oh?
Yeah. I can't imagine there's gonna be 2 bolts, so I feel like we're like 1 cycle away from beating this. I would not switch sides here. Like, I'm not keeping track of 2 of these. Oh no.
The ball! Oh, but you do have time to cross to the top. But then once you're there, it gets kind of a lot harder to control yourself while the ball's bouncing around.
The question to me is if you can go through the boss after hitting it, or if it becomes a dead zone. Oh, he's 45 degrees again. I like 45. This is the DVD add-on. Oh wait, it's coming. It's coming in all the corners.
It's a little
Gonna
bit
touch
off.
it. Ah, it didn't touch the corner. Chat, keep an eye out for both of these balls if it touches the corner. Was that it?
It's a lot to keep track of. Neetsel's been on this rocket dodging level for a little bit here. It's another hit for Exuno. I gotta imagine this boss is almost dead.
Doesn't feel like switching sides either.
This spot will be safe for a little bit. No. Okay.
Whoa! Why are we like teasing the ball? Whoa,
Do you
my
think
god!
maybe he never appears on your side at the end?
I don't think so. Like, there he is.
Oh!
Serpent snake. Guess it's a snake, not a crocodile.
I guess so. Well, I don't know. He could just... He's a long boy. He's got little... His little limbs are... We can't see him. They're on the other side.
It doesn't have lips.
I mean, you can't see him. They're just on
No,
the other side.
he shoots out. Oh, you mean like he's running across the background or something?
Yeah, like a cat will like loaf, or you know, he's loafing. He's
He's
a loafing alligator.
He's loafing.
Oh, fortunate spawns, and a jump scare from Half Beastie, finishing in 40:59.
When the boss goes up down, that's dangerous because he's going across both.
Yeah. 3-2 clear for Neetsel.
Oh, that's it!
Exuno with the final hit. They've done it. You gotta leave. This is so scary. I think they're... Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. Wow. 41:17 is the time.
3 seconds early, whatever. Undone, done again. Otherwise disqualified.
Exuno is shaking. I mean, yeah, this is not an easy game to be precise in while you are anxious. So let's see how close Neetsel is. Nice spawn. We're gonna get the ball spawn for the first time. Yeah, there it is. Pretty rude. I think there's just one more world, if I remember right. But my memory has routinely proved terrible. Neetsel does not yet know that you can bash the boss in the face. Even if they did, I'm not sure they would be willing to go the same spot 3 times. Oh. Yeah, I forget what the deal is with the timer. We didn't really see it run out. I don't remember if the timer kills you, and so you are forced to do something against this boss. That does kind of ring a bell, now that I think about it.
Oh, can the timer run out during the
Yeah, I seem to
escape
remember
sequence?
being really safe against the boss and being like, I'm gonna wait for him to come to me, screw this. And then the timer ran out, and that was not good. It's another hit. Neetsel dodges the fireball. Needs to leave now, I think. This corner's not safe. Gets a hit.
Hello,
90 seconds
hello.
on the timer. Hello, Exuno. Did you find out
40,
if the timer kills you or
30,
not? We're gonna find out.
20.
I did not find out if the timer kills you. I assumed it did because it turned red.
It
Go
does.
faster.
Ouch. I
Neetsel
assume
needed, I
that's
think,
on
one
the
more
boss
hit.
there. Okay, yeah.
So you led for almost the whole race. Coming out of World 1 or something. You were in the lead and you never really lost
this
it.
is the kind of game where I know I can go fast at the beginning, and then it gets hard, and then I stop going fast because I kind of tilt, I kind of lack the reflexes, things get really precise. There was so many levels where, what's it called? Just I don't know if one time I speculated that maybe the music has a different BPM and that's screwing with my sense of rhythm for how long to wait after pressing a button when I'm pressing the wall jump or whatever.
I think safety and caution and try to
Yeah.
take away the twitch reaction element of it as much as possible really helped you.
Yeah, I don't know if what's it called, Neetsel was doing my technique of like constantly bouncing off of opposing walls to kind of slow down your fall because you start falling very fast.
Yeah, not nearly as often, for sure.
There was a lot of times where I was like, I did not get the right timing for this, so I'm just going to dash into the ceiling again and try and line up again the thread through these spikes or whatever else, and that helped a lot, I assume. But yeah, it's a weird game and a weird goal because as soon as you get to World 2, it starts giving you those water levels and all of your physics are different, and then the water disappears in World 3, and then I spent like over 5 minutes on that octopus boss where you're like just doing the same series of inputs and then screwing it up on a death, so you don't even like remember the timing for how to move through spikes and everything else, and then suddenly I'm like, oh no, the game's really fast again. I don't have these pre-programmed series of inputs anymore.
Yeah, you used to be able to not just stall on a wall, but actually gain height, and now suddenly, if you
Yeah.
lose height, it's gone.
Yeah, so it kind of threw me for a loop a couple of times, and I thought, what's it called? Especially knowing the strength of the people in this race, that as soon as I was getting into World 3, that I was going to see a dot done and be like, okay, GG, this is just not my sort of thing. And then I made it to the boss, and it was like, wow, every attempt matters now. This could be over, and it was, so...
Yeah, you made the decision, for the most part, when things got hot on that last boss, to be like, I'm not gonna try to bounce around and get through the portal and get down there when it
Yeah.
pops up.
It seemed like it wasn't until that last hit or so where the RNG was like, oh, it's definitely appearing through the portal now. I waited a couple of cycles. It was like, is it just going to give me a free hit? If I stand in the corner, I've got good fireball. Because the angles in the fireballs varied a lot between like attempts or whatever. Sometimes they were really angled and didn't give you any safe spots in the corner, and sometimes they were basically doing a perfect diamond, so... I had to chant to myself at counting each hit on the boss too, to be like, 1, 2, don't attack, don't attack, don't attack, because you can't hit it while it's shooting a fireball.
Yes, that was quite rude. Both of you died. Every time it shot a new fireball for the first time, both you
Yeah.
and Neetsel died.
Yeah. And I was like, is it gonna do it? Is it gonna put a second fireball in one of these rooms? I have to keep waiting, and like I can't. This is more hits than I've got before. I don't know if it's safe to go after it when it pops out. So I had to play it real safe there, and it ended up paying off, I guess.
Were you surprised when you hit the boss in the snout, like right on?
A little bit, but not too much, because I think the first time I did that... Well, the first time I think I did that, I was coming through the portal, so I didn't really have any choice. I was just like, I've got to go to the other room to hit it, and then it just hit the boss, and I was like, okay, cool. So it's just... You can just do whatever.
Yeah.
As long as you get there in time, and that was nice.
The octopus, you seem to have recognized the time between the gray key spawning and the mine being arced right into that space where the key is. You had like an opportunity to swipe the key real quick and then get out.
Yeah, when I got up to the key phases of that boss fight, I just... What's it called? I think, as you saw, I eventually just started dashing back and cross not to lose height to try and pick it up as soon as possible, because the less time I'm doing things in that fight, the less time I have to do something stupid and dash into. I know it's safe to go back and forth here, so I'm just going to do that, and I won't run into a mine. But there was a couple of things to manage the timing of, which I'm real bad at. It's like, oh, the saw blade's on the ceiling, and I have to watch that, but I also have to watch when the boss is attacking, so like, if I remember exactly when it's safe to press these buttons and do the same thing, eventually I'll get through when I press them right. And I'm just thankful that, what's it called, it got me the win, I guess.
Yeah, congratulations. Your mystery tournament run continues.
Briefly, I guess. I think my next opponent is Okami of Games, and I saw that race last night.
Okami did look really good. There are some games where Okami looks incredible.
Yeah.
Like unbeatable, but then has been beaten, so...
Yeah, absolutely. If I get something super jank physics-based, maybe I have a chance or something, but...
All right. Well, best of luck in that match. Thank you so much for participating, everything you do, and for coming to talk to us.
Okay. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of today's races. See ya.